Thinking of buying your first paddle racket in 2025 but overwhelmed by all the options? Today I'll share the 5 best beginner rackets this year. And I'll also tell you which one I think is the single best choice for most beginners, so you know exactly where to start. Stick with me till the end so you don't waste money on the wrong racket. What beginners should look for. Criteria. Before jumping into model names, let's be clear on what features matter most when you're just starting paddle. 1. Shape. Round shape is the most forgiving. Big sweet spot. Easier to hit clean even if your shot isn't perfect. Teardrop or diamond are more for power and advanced style. 2. Weight. Lighter to medium weight. Approx 340-360 grams, helps with swing speed, reduces arm fatigue. You want something you can swing comfortably, not overly heavy. 3. Core and material. Fiberglass or composite, plus. Softer EVA core gives better comfort, less vibration. Beginners usually benefit from softer feel. 4. Balance. A lower balance, closer to handle, gives more control and maneuverability. High, head-heavy, gives power but is harder to manage. 5. Sweet spot and forgiveness. Bigger sweet spot means less penalty for off-center hits. For beginners, forgiveness is huge. The more margin of error, the better. Racket reviews. Best beginner models. Here are 5 rackets that are great choices for beginners in 2025. 1. Babolat Air Virtuo. Lightweight, round or semi-round shape, soft core. Excellent for absolute beginners. Great control, great comfort. 2. Adidas Match 3.4. Good build quality, forgiving. If you find a local dealer, this is often affordable. 3. Sew Beat Hybrid Air. Hybrid style but still leaning toward control. If you want a bit more variety in your shots without losing forgiveness. 4. Knox X1 Silhouette 2025. Known brand, good materials. Offers decent balance between price and performance for someone who's serious about learning. 5. Phoenix Round Tornado Sports. Round shape, soft EVA core, large sweet spot. Excellent for someone who wants maximum control and comfort to start. Pros and cons. Let's compare pros and cons quickly. Babolat Air Virtuo. Great comfort, but not as much power for smashes. Perfect if your priority is control and consistency. Adidas. Match 3.4. Durable, good build, but might be slightly heavier than ultralight rackets. Sew Beat Hybrid Air gives you more shot variety. Downside is cost might be higher and slightly steeper learning curve for power shots. Knox X1 Silhouette. Reliable. Solid, but maybe less forgiving for very aggressive plays early. Phoenix Round. Excellent for steady play. Less for earning explosive power early, but that's okay for a beginner. How to pick. Depending on your style and budget. If you're mostly going to play casually, want fun, rallies, comfort, go with a round, light racket like Phoenix Round or Babolat Air Virtuo. If you want to develop power gradually but still not lose control, a hybrid option like Sew Beat Hybrid Air. If your budget is small, focus more on shape and weight rather than brand. Sometimes lesser-known brands give nearly as good performance at cheaper cost. Try grip and feel if possible. Sometimes the handle shape or grip texture makes a big difference for comfort. Also, factor in durability. Softer cores might wear faster but are more comfortable. Stiffer ones last longer but need more skill to use. Common mistakes when buying racket. Some mistakes to avoid. 1. Picking a racket. Just because it looks good or it's expensive. If it's too heavy or head-heavy, it'll slow you down or hurt your arm. 2. Ignoring feel in the hands. Grip size or texture matters a lot. 3. Not thinking about how often you'll play. If you play frequently, invest in something durable. 4. Buying for power first. Many beginners try to buy for power, but without control, it's frustrating. Control, consistency, then power. 5. Skipping research. Try to read reviews. See what real players say in forums. Watch how rackets behave in a video, how ball rebound, etc. What's best for you? When you pick your racket, ask yourself, how often will I play per week? Daily? Few times or occasionally? Do I value comfort more, or do I want to improve power later? What is my budget? Set a range first. Can I test before buying? If there's a club or shop, try holding or hitting with a model. Am I okay with gradually upgrading once I improve? Sometimes getting a mid-range beginner racket that lasts is better than going too cheap or too fancy. To sum up, here are my top 3 picks best for control and comfort. Phoenix Round or Babolat Air Virtuo, best balanced choice. Siux Beat Hybrid Air, best value budget option. Adidas Match, 3.4 or a lower cost model of Knox silhouette if available in your area. If I were you just starting, I'd pick a round racket under 360 green with a generous sweet spot, even if I sacrifice a little power. Because being consistent and comfortable gives you confidence, and confidence helps you learn faster. What's next? If you like this guide, hit the subscribe button for more paddle tips, gear talks, and reviews. Comment below which racket model you think you'll choose, or if you want me to compare 2 models you're deciding between. Next video, best shoes for paddle beginners. What to wear on court so you move fast and stay safe.